Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Law of Attraction, back to basics, you guys. Today, this is where your true journey begins for your manifestations. So for the last 5 weeks or so, I have been going over and touching on topics that are very important when it comes to manifestations. So this week, I am going to give you your first real assignment. So you will need a notepad and a pen because there's some things that I'm going to want you to write down that I'm going to want you to work on this coming week and moving forward, collective. So I'm going to start as usual by pulling our spread from Law of Attraction and Manifestation this week. So I'm starting with our money spread. And then we will go into more details about these after I touch base on the topic we're going to discuss. Okay, give me one more spirit for money. Okay. All right. Now let's pull our romance and love and soulmate cards for the collective. Anticipation. That means something is being attracted towards you. What's our soulmate manifestation card to go with anticipation? Okay. Priorities. All right. Career. Career, please. The rocking chair. And money manifestation card to go with career, please, Spirit. Artist. Okay. Perfect. So take a look at those, sit and contemplate on those topics, collective, as I go through and read your assignment for today and moving forward. So if you didn't have a chance to go grab a notebook and a pen, you can always pause and come back. So this is where your journey will begin, collective, okay? And so as with any journey, before we start out, we need to know where we are and where we want to go. Okay, that's very important. So take a few minutes to complete the following. So this is what I need you to write down. So the first question that you need to write down, collective, is where am I? So I'm going to want you to list these topics, and on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, identify where you are on the following aspects of your life. So here's some topics. You can always add your own as well, of course. Health, money, relationships, self-worth, personality, career, joy, freedom, family. And you can, again, add any other subject that is important to you to this list. But I definitely want you to, on a scale of 1 to 10, again, 10 being the best, identify where you are in each of these following areas in your life right now. So your next step after you make this list, I want you to write down your intention or where you want to go. So it's very important that you don't try to work on everything all at once. Okay, just pick one subject at a time on which you would like to see movement forward. So of those topics that we've just listed, choose one. You can choose the one that's most important. You can choose the one that you feel that will be easiest to move forward with, or you can choose the one and start on the one that's going to be hardest for you to move forward, depending on your preference and how you like to work naturally. Choose that topic. So then you want to write this down. And remember, this is the video for you, so you can always save the video, like it so it saves in your history. You can always come back to this if you can't catch everything right now. Okay, so don't worry about it. Maybe this is just for you to listen to and then come back to, and then as you re-listen, write down and pause as you write down those important steps. Okay, so this is what you need to write down. My positive intention with this work is to create movement forward on this subject of, you're going to fill in the blank with one of those listed topics. And I hand this task over to the universe while I focus on just being a happy person, eager about the future. Being happy as a result of this work would be a very satisfying outcome. This is what you're going to write down as you work on each of these topics. Writing things down is how I like to manifest. Some people just like to read things over and over. That works as well. Keeping things in your thoughts throughout the day, multiple times a day, works as well. So whatever works for you, do that. But that is what you want to write down, what you want to speak out. And you want to fill in that blank with one of those topics each time you are working on and through them. Okay. And it's important when you write down this passage and include one of your topics that you dated. So you know when you began. So you know when you decided to be committed to working on movement forward in that particular area of your life. And again, collective, this is not meant to be overwhelming. This is meant to be something you work on at your own speed, at your own time, and in the order that you choose. You can work on multiple at the same time if you're comfortable with that. But if not, again, choose one, work on one at a time. But write down the topics that are most important to you and start with the one that is your preference. Okay. So that is going to be your assignment moving forward. And again, weekly, we will continue to add more information, but this is going to be something that you want to work on consistently. You can work on this once a week. You can work on a topic once a month. That is also going to be up to you. And it also depends on how fast you see movement forward in each of these as well. All right. All right, collective. So let's get you your law of attraction advice for each of these topics here. So again, we have money, romance, and career. So we are going to start with our money spread, of course. So the first card out was designer. So designer says you're being called to embrace your individuality at this time and express yourself, okay? You could be dealing with a career in fashion, art, or anything artistic. Artistic is very, very big here because I'm also seeing it already in our career spread. So I'm speaking to a group of collectives that is very creative. Either you are already an artist, you aspire to be an artist, you are working on a project or something right now at this time. But artistry, design, whether that is engineering, whether that is art, with actual drawing, if you do something with design online, whatever that is, you are very artistic and creative. And this is kind of your desire, is what I'm seeing. this is something that you feel would be perfect for you. Okay, so think creatively about your finances as well. It might be time to uncover a new talent. So some of you are being encouraged to use your talent of design to add to your finances. Okay, so this could be something, again, that you're working on the side, that is a talent of yours that you're very good at, that can bring you some additional income. So let's see what the law of attraction advice is. Okay. Wavering commitment may be delaying progress. Renew your dedication to your goal. So, yeah, so maybe this is something you started to work on, but maybe you didn't see really fruits of your labor right away. Maybe you felt like it wasn't going to be successful, so you stopped instead of continuing forward or being consistent with something. This is what I'm getting. So, I think you're being encouraged to go back to that project, to that artistic talent that you have. That, yes, you're right, everything that you're going to see true value, rooted, grounded, that is going to be long lasting, it does take time, collective. So it is about being patient with yourself. It is about not doubting yourself or the talent that you already know you have. Understand that you should not worry about whether people will like what you're doing or not, whether people will accept it. It's not about anybody else but you. This is about you expressing yourself. And if it is meant for you, it will bring you abundance and prosperity. As long as you believe that it can, you will always find people who understand you on the same level, even if it's not the masses. So it's not about worrying about who, what, when, and how. It is just about you being determined and staying consistent. Okay. The other card that came out along with designer is reckless. Uncontrolled spending habits and impulsive purchases are making your financial journey harder than it has to be. So it's very important that when you, again, are working on this project or you're doing anything extra, that you don't put yourself in such a bind that it slows you down in other aspects of your life. Be mindful always of how you are spending your money, right? Okay. We want to always make sure that something that we spend our money on doesn't put us so much in a hole that we can't take care of our priorities, right? So determination, keep moving forward on this. What's your next piece of advice? Yeah, you've lost momentum in the reverse. So we need to pick up the momentum again here. You may be feeling stuck. Shift your approach and regain momentum with small steps. So yeah, so don't feel like, again, like I said, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Small steps, one thing at a time. And it's not about how many steps, it's about how consistent your steps are. Okay. So one thing at a time, one small step at a time, but it's about commitment, is about determination, it is about consistency. So as long as you are doing that, you will continue to have momentum. Okay. One more, please, for money. Impatience may be blocking the flow. Cultivate deeper trust in the unseen. Like I said, this is exactly what I told you. Okay. Reliance. You can rely on your talent. Don't worry about if you don't see things happening quickly. They don't need to happen quickly for you to know that your blessing is coming. When you become impatient, you block now your progress, right? Because you have expectations that may be unrealistic to what you're doing. Instead of just allowing the process to flow, it will come naturally. You don't have to force something that is meant for you, collective. Okay. All right. Romance and love. We have anticipation. It says, embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming. And then priorities. Even though your heart longs for me, you realistically don't have time in your life for me right now. Okay. And then what comes out is gratitude in the reverse. Wow. So, what I'm getting from this spread, collective, is that you guys are longing for someone who has other priorities so they cannot make you a part of their world. And I feel like you're trying to attract them in towards you. So, yeah. because I immediately got the chills as soon as I said that. So yeah, this is definitely for a group of you. So here's the thing. Manifestation is definitely something that is within our control. But the one thing that is not is free will of another person. So even though we may truly want something wholeheartedly deep down in the depths of our heart and soul, because we are in love with someone, we feel that they are the right person for us. And you could be right, but even if they are or could be right now, it is clear that they are not. So it's very important that you do not sit around and wait. That is something that I will never tell you to do, is wait for someone. Life is not meant to be on pause. Life is meant for you to live it, to bring in your own blessings, to take care of yourself, your heart space. And sometimes taking care of your heart space means letting something go that is not meant for us at this time. You have so much love and so much feeling for this individual. This is what I feel intuitively when I look at this tree, how it sits alone in this vast field, but it is looks like it is so nurtured, taken care of. And I feel like this is what you want this person to see you as, someone that will nurture them and take care of them. And that is so commendable. It means that you have a heart chakra that is completely open to them, willing to take them in, because maybe you understand the things that they are dealing with in the background. This could be somebody that has, family, another family. Maybe somebody's going through a divorce or separation. They have children. They have other things that they have to handle at this time. So they don't have time to give you the love that you deserve. And what I also feel from this person, it is somebody who is honest about this and respects you enough to let you know. And I feel this is why you also still long for them, because of the respect that you feel they have for you. The fact that they are honest with you, you feel as if they are worth waiting for. But again, collective, understand that you're not meant to have life on pause. Focusing on lack may be limiting your manifestation. Celebrate what is already. Yeah, this is why gratitude came out in the reverse. So I had to understand the cards to understand why gratitude is in the reverse, because I don't feel like this is about you really not having gratitude about life, collective. This is more about you focusing on the person that is not a part of your life right now. This is limiting you from receiving your manifestations that you deserve, because the universe cannot deliver something that is not meant for you right now. Okay. So you focusing on what is not there, anticipating this person's arrival, you are unconsciously, even if you're not aware, waiting. Okay. So be mindful of that. Frustration or impatience may be interfering with progress. Trust in the learning process. Yeah, like I said, I can tell that you are waiting. The universe feels you waiting, this anticipation. And like I said, you're waiting with such an open heart because you truly love this person. And I love that, because it tells me that you have the ability to be open to receive love, but you are leaving yourself open to somebody who cannot give to you right now. And it doesn't mean that they are not going to be ready in the future, but in the meantime, time is so precious, collective. It's such a precious thing. We spend a lot of time making decisions, learning lessons, trying to gain knowledge, trying to heal. That already is a lot of time that we spend repairing ourselves. So it's very important that you don't miss time enjoying yourself, the life that you can live. Okay. So don't allow frustration and impatience, waiting for something that is not meant for you at this point in time on your timeline to keep you from truly progressing, okay? Or missing out on love that's available to you. Mindset came out sideways, you saw it. So I'll read it on both ends. Mindset in the upright. Your habitual thoughts create your experiences. Align your thinking with your desires. Catch negative self-talk and replace it with empowering beliefs. Shift your mental patterns. On the opposite side, it's called self-sabotage. This may be occurring at this time. Consciously rewire your thinking to support your success. And this is exactly what we just talked about, right? It's important that you see this in the proper way. So your mindset is important, obviously, when we're talking about manifestation and law of attraction. But in this particular situation, in matters of the heart, it's very important that you are aligning your thoughts to something that you actually can receive, that is available, because you aligning your thoughts with someone who is not available is a form of self-sabotage. So be careful with that, okay, collective? Again, and I'm not saying that your love for this person is not worth holding on to. You can still love them, but it's also about accepting the fact that they are not available to you right now to give you the love that you deserve, to give you the time that you desire. And that is going to create frustration because you're going to feel in lack every single day, every single week, every single month that goes by, that you do not have what you desire from this particular person. And you don't want to set yourself up to feel resentment. Okay. All right. Career. We have rocking chair, back and forth, stuck, sway. Trust your gut and act. Don't let fear keep you rocking. And then we have destiny, and it came out in the reverse. So some of you guys are stuck because you're questioning what you're supposed to be doing on your path here. You may be resisting your fate. Let go of control and trust that the universe is leading you where you need to be. Some of you guys are not sure quite yet what your path is. So I feel like you're questioning that and it's keeping you stuck. I have artist here. A true artist lives their art. Let your life be your canvas and you will create your greatest masterpiece. Again, you have a lot of creativity. And I feel like, again, you may question this, maybe because you don't receive the amount of external validation that you feel you should have. You question it maybe because you feel like you are an amateur in a way. But honestly, your art shows through your everyday life and how you live it and how you walk your walk and talk your talk, right? So you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. But I feel like you do need to face a fear that you have in this regard, in regards to your path and what you're destined to do so that you can move forward. Yeah, you're not surrendering to it. Surrender in the reverse. Holding on too tightly may be causing resistance. Loosen your grip and allow things to flow. Surrender is very, very important. And these are major arcanum in this deck. Okay? Very, very important. One more, spirit, for career, for the collective. Yeah, another major arcanum, elevation, and it came out crossing. So again, yeah, you are still in question of how this will elevate you. You can't see it, so it's making you pause. It's making you feel stuck because you can't see what's to come if you invest in this. See, you don't need to know every step and what's coming. You just need to follow the steps. Again, small steps, one step at a time. So elevation crossing, I'll read both sides. You may be resisting growth. Open your mind to new perspectives and release limiting beliefs. Exactly. And then on the upright elevation, it says you are rising to higher states of being. A new level of consciousness is within reach. Expand your awareness through learning, meditation, connecting with your higher wisdom. You have this within you to do. Don't question it. Just allow yourself to flow with it, and you'll start to see the results. What's the advice this week for law of attraction for my collective? Look at that. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit, for always confirming for them. It's time for you to soar to new heights. Let your connection with Spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. Don't be afraid to reach for the sky. What's underneath it? Because you have the key. Put things together, piece by piece. And what did I say? Step by step, to reveal the bigger picture. You don't have to know all the answers right away, collective. This is what I'm saying. But it is your time to soar. You are supported. You don't have to take a leap that's overwhelming in order to reach your peak. But celebrate your achievements along the way. Savor the triumphs of your ascent, where you've climbed high and earned your view. You are working towards this. You will see the rewards as you go. Every step that you accomplish, celebrate yourself. And like I said, and just go with it. Embrace spontaneity, trust the journey, remain open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. That is what's supposed to happen. The unknown is the fun part of the journey. It is not about the destination. It is about how you experience the journey, and understand that, again, you are protected along the way. Spirit has your back. The Most High has your back. Your ancestors, your spirit team. Find solace in the safety of knowing you are sheltered and guided through life's tempest towards tranquil shores. You are protected. As you get on path, your finances are protected. Your heart is protected. Your success is protected, but you have to take the steps. The universe, your spirit team cannot take the steps for you. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. Some of you guys need to find forgiveness in the situation, maybe in this matter of romance in the heart. Maybe this is someone who you are starting to feel frustration for and a little bit of resentment because they're not there for you. And this is why I say it's important that you understand you cannot wait. It doesn't mean that you do not love this person, but it means you need to love yourself and continue to move forward, regardless of what this person has going on. They cannot stop their path. They have to take care of these priorities if there's going to be any chance in the future for them to come back and be with you. And I understand that anticipation is choosing to wait. So you cannot feel resentment towards someone for the choice that you are making to wait for them, especially if this is somebody who was honest with you. And I feel like they were. Now, if they were not and they've been, dragging you along, you still have a decision to walk away. You have that decision. You have that choice every single day to not wait anymore, to walk away from a situation, but walk away and forgive yourself and the person. Don't carry that burden, because you still won't be able to move forward on your path. So you need to trust your inner compass as well. Again, in matters of career, it's time for you to soar. You have so much growth potential. You got to trust your path. That's what the universe is asking you, to trust your destiny. It fell right on top of destiny. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. You are an artist. You have so much creativity that is waiting to be expressed. A few more, Spirit. Seek clarity. Yes. Embrace honesty. Face the consequences and sharpen your focus for personal growth. You are ready. Transform and rise. Your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding you in your evolution to new heights. It's time for you to soar on your path. Collective. Yep. On the bottom of the deck. Tide of transformation. It's time. All right, let's get some from the Astros. What's our Astro advice this week for the collective? This is our Astro advice for the week. For law of attraction for the collective. What is the message from the Astros for the collective this week? Ninth house, exploration. Yeah, beautiful. It's time to put yourself out there, collective. I'm telling you, you know the path that you're supposed to be on, but I feel like you are questioning yourself. The ninth house is about travel. It's about higher education, new horizons, Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy. This exploration is going to bring you your abundance if you're willing to take that journey, that travel, right? Saturn, putting in the work. Absolutely. Number 47 could be significant. You could be 47 or 74. The number 11 is significant. Ascension. This is going to take you to those new heights, right? Yes. Then we have Saturn, structure, putting in the work. Number 24 could be significant. You could be 24 or 42. Very important with Saturn right now. Saturn has been jumping from place to place over the last few years, but Saturn is about, again, are you willing to put in the work? It represents your discipline, your responsibility, your structure, your authority. The ruler of Saturn is Capricorn. The transit usually lasts 2 to 5 years. Are you ready to put in the work to get to where you need to be? Your first house, number 39 could be significant. You could be 39. 93, the number 12 could be significant. The month of December, the month of June, or the month of November could be significant. But we have the first house out here. The first house is just about the impression that you make, your appearance, your beginnings, how you see yourself, collective. This is Aries energy, Mars energy. It is about your passion. What are you passionate about that you can put time and effort into, the work into, the structure, the discipline into to get you to that new place, those heights? Yes. And what do you need to heal? I feel like what you work on artistically, this is a level of healing, because most of the time our artistry, how we express ourselves, it has something to do with our inner child and expressing ourselves. And it brings so much joy and happiness to us because it is our path. It is what we were gifted with, a talent we were given at birth. And guess where it puts us? In our North Node. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. The number 28 could be significant. You could be born on the 28th, the 24th. The number 10 could be significant. You could be 28. 10 is about endings in order to have new beginnings. And then we have North Node, your future. This work creates your North Node, pushes you into your North Node, collective. Number 34 could be significant. You could be 34 or 43. The number 7 could be significant. The month of July, born on the 7th. North Node, future, energy. Your North Node is the destination. Your North Node is your destiny and potential. And destiny was out here, but it was in the reverse, right? Because you are questioning when you need to trust your path, trust yourself, getting yourself to the North Node. That is where you're destined to be. And it is that thing that comes naturally to you that gets you there, collective. Wow, beautiful confirmations. Thank you, Spirit. And at the bottom of the deck, you guys, Pluto, rebirth. It's time. I'll leave that out here, actually. Number 27 could be significant to someone born on the 27th. You could be 27. The number 9 could be significant. Born in September or on the 9th. Pluto is about transformation. It is about power, obsession, intensity. This is what you are passionate about. Your destiny becomes your passion. It becomes your obsession. This is why it puts you in your North Node, because everything about it is connected to you truly from your soul, from the depths of who you are. Collective. Scorpio energy. Let me get you your moonologies, and then I'll roll the dice for you guys today. Moonologies for the collective, for law of attraction, spirit. Thank you for the messages today. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, plan things out. That's exactly what we've been talking about this entire message. One step at a time, collective. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with doing multiple things or trying to accomplish so much at one time. Make a plan. Write down the blueprint. But as you start to execute, expect powerful change. Maybe something's going to occur to you by the next new moon. And believe in the impossible. You have to believe in who you are, collective. Even if you feel like that is something impossible to believe in it. The universe creates miracles every single day. Nothing is impossible when you are manifesting, when you believe that something is for you. So what do you need to release? What do you need to heal in Chiron, this healing energy? What is it that you need to release in order to believe in you again? To get to your North Node, to get to that rebirth where you feel passionate about yourself, about your life, about your path, because that's what's important, being excited about it. And a lot of you guys are so very close to achieving this goal that it's not time for you to give up right now. The colors blue and green are very significant. Purple as well, blue. Cancer energy, Taurus energy out here. Aries energy, Aries, Taurus, Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. You guys can handle this. You guys have all the tools that you need to accomplish this. Again, but don't overwhelm yourself. It's not necessary. As long as you are consistent, as long as you are dedicated to yourself and your movements, you will get there. The letters Y, E, the letter M, the letter N, the letter I, the letter F, the letter G. This is your truth. It landed on North Node. With the letter N here. The letter S. Collective. Believe in yourself. Anything is possible. 55. Change. Yes. The number 7 again. 7 is very significant. 7 is a very spiritual number. The month of July, born on the 7th, is very significant. 10-10. Endings for new beginnings. October 7th, July 10th. The month of April, the month of March, the month of May, the month of October. 55 out here again. Change. Wow. 21, the number 12, the month of December. You could be 21, born on the 21st. October 21st, October 3rd. 310. Wow. 310 is a very huge synchronicity for somebody in the collective. All right, collective, this is what I have for you this week for Law of Attraction, you guys. Again, I always pray my messages are useful, purposeful, gave you some insight, encouragement to keep going. I would love to hear about your progress in the comments. But until next time, you guys, bye.